Hey everyone, it's Cathy Zielske. Welcome back to my channel and the craft/dining room. I am obsessed with two things. Number one, making holiday tags. And number two, if the tag becomes a pocket and you can put a gift card in, then I'm obsessed with that too. I'm excited to share this cool die with you today because it does just that. It makes a tag and the tag turns into a pocket, and whatever you decide to pop in, well, that's up to you. Stick around for my really cute tag pocket gift card project coming up next. Here's a look at the products I'll be using today, and this is the die from Gina K designs that cuts out the tag shape. It puts score lines in for your pocket, and the pocket folds up. I just think this is really, really smart design. And I'm going to be using a piece of Neenah Solar White Classic Crest in the 80 pound, just because I find it a little easier to fold and work with. I've got one color of ink. This is Pucker from Simon Says Stamp, and one blending brush. Got a little Versamark ink here. I've got two powders. One is fine detail white and one is gold. And then I'm going to be using this stamp set, which I just did a card and tag, and I'll pop a link right up in the upper right corner here for you if you want to check that out. And I also have the coordinating die that cuts out the ornament and the topper. Last but not least, I'm going to be using a little bit of Gina K Designs masking magic so that I can create a mask to create, well, the magic. All right, let's get started. The first step is to cut out the tag. Now this will fit right onto the platform, right? It's right perfectly sized. I actually think I'm going to put a little tape on. I have to show you this very cute little cloud and tape that I just picked up from Brutus-Monroe. And the nice thing is it's very low tack. It'll hold things in place so they don't move. Well, let's see, I guess I'll just do it up here. I just don't want that to shift on the platform, but I think the cloud is adorable. Let's put the top platform on here. Let's see, how do I want to do this? All right, we're going to go up like this, and I'm going to run this through. And I think I might bring it back too, just to really get those score lines in there, because we're cutting and we're scoring, right? Doing both. Just go back and forth a little and come all the way through. Now, what you will see here is I've got the tag and it has placed the score lines onto the piece for folding. I'm going to set this aside just for a second, okay? Moving this out. I'm going to bring in my tonic trimmer, my mini trimmer, and I'm going to cut a piece of masking magic. Now here's what I want to do. I just want to make sure it's wide enough to cover this and deep enough. So honestly, if I just do a little square here, bring this over like that. Make sure that's wide enough to cover. Yes, it is. And again, how deep do I want that to be? Just 3 inches is fine. Okay. Actually, I'm going to go a little bit higher, and I'll show you why. Because I'm going to cut a mask out with the circle die. I like this tape from Brutus-Monroe. It's very reusable. And then I'm going to go ahead and cut that out as well. Run that through. I'm just doing this now so that when I ink blend, I have, well, when I go to ink blend, I have it ready to go. All right. And I'll save that circle as well and just pop it right back into the case. And now I have my mask ready for ink blending. Now I need to stamp onto the pocket. And it's easy to tell which way you're going to stamp, because you want to stamp on the side where you can actually see the score lines, okay? I'm going to pop a magnet down right there, just frame that out nicely. And then I'm going to take my greeting, which is going to be Merry and Bright. I'll do the Merry and Bright. And here's what I want to do. I want to angle it a little, and I want it to be down a bit because I would like to put an ornament topper on this, and I'm going to do it to the side. So I am going to tilt my ornament a little bit like that. Okay, pick this up, and I'm going to grab Embossing Magic. Just add a little powder to remove static and oil. I'm going to ink up the stamp with the Versamark. Nice and inky. Bring this down, and I'm going to press it with my Debbie tool. slide that over the MISTI door. So nice on my wrists, right? Oh, love it. Press, really let that ink transfer. I don't think I'm going to need to stamp it more than once. I think that's going to be great. All right. I'll clean off my stamp later. We're going to sprinkle on some white powder. So again, this is the Fine Detail White from Simon Says Stamp. Just go like that. This is a basic emboss resist, right? We're not doing anything heroic, just simple. So simple. Okay. Tap off the excess, and there you go. Funnel this back in. Okay. Beautiful. Just wipe away with my Swiffer cloth. Okay. Now I'll get my heat tool warmed up and we will melt the powder. All right. Okay. And now it's all shiny and slick, ready for ink blending. I brought in my stencil mat because it's a nice little mat for ink blending small pieces. And I'm going to bring my mask in now. Let's see, where is the, I guess I'll do a little at a time. Because here's what I think I'm going to try to do. I'm going to try to line this up on the side right about there. So I'll do the top first like that. And then I'll just peel off the rest of the mask and do it that way. That way I don't screw it up all at the same time. Does that make sense? Sometimes, you know, let's push that down. I will grab my bone folder and just give that a nice press because it's a little warpy, but that's okay. I'm just going to make sure that all the sides of the Masking Magic are nicely pressed down so that no ink gets in where it should not get. And again, this is the pucker color from Simon Says Stamp. I'll go ahead and I don't think I need much, right? But I do want to protect, like I don't want to get down in here. So I could even just do that. If the mask doesn't seem like it's, you know, long enough, although I guess I could just press the little tape right there. I'm just going to tap a little here. And the goal is going to be come in dark at the bottom, right? Like that. And then just fade it up for a nice smooth blend. Okay. It's for that sort of angled shadow, right? And then soften it out. You could do this with any ink color. You could do this with any ink you have, right? Oxides, any dye ink, anything you have will work for this effect. And get that a little darker. And now I'm going to grab my e-cloth. This has been my favorite little discovery of late. And e-cloth is so great. Watch how much whiter and lighter this gets when I wipe away the ink. Look at that. It just takes all the ink off the surface from where it pools and gives you that nice bright look. This is something you could make a whole bunch of these at once, right? Do all your stamping and embossing, and then you would have all sorts of tag pockets to create. So that's the ink blending. Let's just peel and reveal. And here's the fun. Peel and reveal. Look at that crisp circle of goodness. Isn't that fun? Isn't that cute? All right, here's what I'm going to do as well. Don't get rid of your mask, especially if you want to do a couple of these, because if you're doing the same ink, put your mask, well, actually, I just put it on the back of my Masking Magic for now. Put it on the back of your stamp set, and that way you have it when you want to do that again. So that is the ink blending. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp and cut out the little topper. I'm just going to take a little scrap here from the tag that I cut. Let's go like that. And that is plenty of space and just a fine weight to do my topper. I mean, something like this, you could obviously stamp it free range, but you know what I like to say? If you got a MISTI, use the MISTI. Okay, powdering it up again, and I'll get my Versamark, stamp up this tiny little friend. Ooh, get you in there. Bring it down and stamp. Let that ink transfer, and for this one I am going to use a gold powder just because I think gold and red look nice together. And just pour it on like that, like that. Okay. Cute, right? And that's going to give me this nice shiny topper, and I will go ahead and cut this out. Where did I put the top? Oh, I will go ahead and use the coordinating die to cut this out. So now it's time to fold this down, right? So we can make our tag. And again, there are score lines. The lights here. There we go. Score lines here, right? So you're going to fold on the score lines. The first thing I'm going to do is just come and fold on this score line. Just give that a gentle press like that. And open this up, and then I'm going to do these ones as well. Again, just be a little gentle so you don't overfold or underfold. They're delicate so they don't, cut through your paper. And here's this one here. Fold it. And again, you could try this on heavier cardstock too. Sometimes I just like how easy folding the lighter weight cardstock is. But you are going to want to have, let's give that a good press, a strong adhesive. And I'm going to use some score tape. You could use something like, like a Tombow adhesive as well. But I'm just going to use a little score tape here, kind of figure out the length. And let's pop that on there. I'm going to go more towards, I guess, the inside. It doesn't really matter. There's that. I don't know what happened, friends, but the software literally stopped recording. I was editing and realized that you didn't see any of this. Anyway, the pocket gets glued together, and then I popped up the topper on top. So see that little opening? Glued it, folded it up. Oh, you have a gift card? What? It just goes right inside, just like that. That is all there is to it, right? So cute. Let me show you another one I made. This one I didn't film, so I'm not too concerned about this one not showing up on camera, if in fact it's showing up at all. But this one, I just stamped the circle from that stamp set and just put a color on color, right? Little tone on tone, and stamped on my topper there. So again, a couple little ideas, but you could use any pattern paper. If you used two-sided pattern paper, especially if you have like 12 by 12 pattern papers that are two-sided, you just cut them to fit through your die cut machine, run it through, and you are good to go. This would be fun all year round, anytime a gift card is called for. Thanks for watching today. You can find all of the products that I used in today's video linked below in the description box. I'll see you back here with another card or crafty project soon. Thanks so much for watching today. I would love to have you become a subscriber to my YouTube channel. And if you do subscribe, be sure to hit the gray bell below the video so that you don't miss the next time I post. Here are a couple other videos that you might be interested in watching. Thanks so much and have a great day.